Today we're going to be taking a look at 3 different homes in North Tustin, one of Orange County's most underlooked city, at least in my opinion. What I love about North Tustin is how big the lot sizes are. For example, where the first one we're going to be taking a look at is a little over $1.3 million, and it has a 10,000 square foot lot. Something like Irvine, that might be a townhouse or a condo, and if it's a single family home for that price, you're not getting any backyard, and it's probably going to be a fixer-upper. So you get a lot more square footage both on your backyard and your house size when you're thinking of North Tustin. This area has tons of outdoor parks. Peters Canyon is very close by, where you have lots of hiking trails, biking trails. So there are some outdoor activities to do. And the beautiful thing about this area as well is it's pretty central to Orange County. It is a slightly more inland, so it's like an extra 5-minute drive to the beach compared to other parts in Irvine or Mission Viejo. The 3 homes we're going to be taking a look at is $1.3 million. Second one is $2 million, which has a slightly larger lot. And I believe it also has a little guest house, so I'm curious to see that. And then the last one is a beautiful house, $2.75 million with a 20,000 square foot lot. So this is going to be a great comparison between sort of like your entry-level single family home in terms of Orange County standards, and then a larger home, which I think is around 3,500 square feet. So again, for that price, there isn't really anywhere else in Orange County where you can get a fully remodeled home, massive backyard at a pretty reasonable price, which is why I love North Tustin as an option for those who are happy with the location. Before we carry on, if you're new to the channel, my name is Iain Phillips. I'm a local realtor here in Orange County. I drive around different cities, explore communities, give you an idea of what is available at different price ranges, luxury homes, entry-level homes for first-time home buyers, investment opportunities. I also dive into the data, give my forecast for what I think is going to happen with the market based on historical trends and what I'm currently seeing as someone who is very active in the market. So if you're buying or selling in the area and you have some questions, reach out. I'd love to chat. I have people contacting me every single day asking questions. So reach out. I'd love to see if I'm a good fit for you. Let's get into the video. So what's the market been doing in North Tustin? Well, we have an average price of around $2 million, which is above the Orange County average. However, it's primarily because homes are a lot larger here. You can get enormous 4,000 or 5,000 square foot houses that a lot of Orange County doesn't actually have. But the average price has dropped around 10% since last year, and that is presenting more opportunity for buyers. On top of that, the days on market has doubled in the last 8 months or so. Middle of last year, it was taking 23 days for a house to get into escrow. Now it's around 46 days for a home just to get into escrow. We're now sitting at 30 homes on the market, down from 44. So for the last 3 to 4 months, the general trend in Orange County has been going down in terms of inventory that is available. And in my opinion, I think we're going to see a little bit of a buyer frenzy here if this trend continues, because I know for a fact there are a lot of buyers that have been waiting on the sidelines and are ready to buy in 2025. Coupled that with perhaps lower mortgage rates over the next 3 to 6 months, we could see quite a bit of buyer demand stepping in. If you've been following along in my other market updates for Orange County specifically, buyer demand has been declining last year. In fact, the lowest number of pending sales since the financial crisis. On top of home values being elevated, if we get a surge in buyer demand, we're probably going to be seeing new highs for the median sales price in Orange County. Now, North Tustin specifically, homes on average are selling 4% below their original list price. So if a house goes on the market for $2 million, you can expect that house to sell for around 1.9, 1.92 million. So keep in mind, if you're a seller, don't be too ambitious with your price, because we're not in that market anymore where homes are flying off the shelf. You need to price your home correctly, get an agent that knows what they're doing, make sure the house is at least looking nice for showings. You don't want a complete disaster when people view the house for the first time. That is the huge mistake that I see a lot of sellers and listing agents making right now. And then your house is gonna get more attraction if it's priced correctly and all of those things are up to par. Now, if you're a buyer, this is perhaps an opportunity that we haven't seen really since 2019. Homes since 2020 have essentially just been flying off the shelf. I started posting videos last year talking about how I think the market was going to cool down in the second half of 2024, and that's exactly what happened. Homes soared in the first half, rising about 10%, and then in the last 6 months of 2024, we had an 8% correction. So homes ended the year at a modest 3% appreciation. And I think that's probably going to happen this year unless we see that surge in buyer demand that I was talking about, coupled with low inventory. If we get a surge in inventory in the first half of the year, like we did in 2024, then I don't think we're going to have the multiple offers way over list price like we saw in 2023. I think we will likely just be trending toward a normal market. So inventory is going to be key to look out for. So we're approaching the first one now. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath. Just over 1,400 square feet for around 1.3 million, but it has a big lot of around 10,000 square feet, which again is a huge perk of living in North Tustin. I'm someone who values backyard space, so if that is something that you are primarily interested in, North Tustin could be an option to consider. Now, of course, the homes here are a little older. You're not going to get many new construction places unless someone bought a house, demoed it, and rebuilt a home and is now selling it. Those are very, very few and far between. But if you're okay with a home in the 70s, late 60s, early 80s, North Tustin, I think it's a great option to consider, especially if you like huge backyards. Let's go check out this first one. All right, here we are. A little windy outside, so apologies for that. So straight away I see a detached garage. So it looks like there's a little separation here between the entry and the garage, which is fine. But exterior of the home looks pretty nice. It looks like it was recently updated. Some fake shutters just for style. Huge front yard. Downside is there is a pretty busy road right here. But if road noise doesn't bother you, shouldn't really matter too much. Entering the home. Nice floors. Feels like real wood. Might be vinyl. Waterfall quartz countertops. Nice fireplace, living room. So far, this house is really nice. I love this outdoor space. And this is what North Tustin is all about. Look at this. You don't get this in Irvine. You don't get this in a lot of places in Orange County. Beautiful backyard. Let's go take a look at the rest of the home. Keep in mind the house is 1,440 square feet, so it's not too big. Beautiful. So I take it back, the flooring is definitely vinyl. It's obvious in the guest rooms. This is the primary. So smaller rooms, but everything is updated really nicely. And yeah, that's 1.35 million in North Tustin. The next one is gonna be $2 million. I do really like that home that we just saw. The bedroom sizes are a little small, but the house is only 1,400 square feet, so you can't expect enormous rooms. Backyard space, however, is something I really love. This one we're taking a look at is 5 bedrooms, and it's over 1,000 square feet larger. So it's gonna be interesting to compare that one to this one. I do think this next one we're gonna see is not as updated, but either way, I'm curious. The backyard is a little bigger, and I really like to see if it has that little guest home that it mentioned on the listing. Okay, here we are. Now, again, North Tustin, huge front yard, and the backyard has a pool as well. So you're gonna hear me mention it multiple times. If you like big lot sizes, North Tustin is the best bang for your buck. Now this house has been on the market for quite some time. Beautiful kitchen, quartz countertops, interesting shape. Little dining nook here. Full bathroom, soaking tub, and a standing shower. Guest room. The ceilings feel a little small, a little short. Office. That's nice. Floor is definitely vinyl in this one. The last one was a little hard to tell just because they did such a good job. That's a nice little sunroom. Interesting, this bathroom they didn't change to match the other space. This feels really crammed. Look how close that is. Another guest room. And another guest room. Lots of bedrooms in here. All of them are fairly small. No one bedroom stands out to me. This is a nice room here. Probably gets a little hot in the summer. Pretty good sized pool. Pool and grass area. This lot is around 12,000 square feet. And that is the little guest house. I'm not going to go inside, but it does look like it's a one-bedroom guest house here, where the garage used to be. So this, you can see here, was an add-on. All right, just under $2 million, but it's been on the market for quite some time. And that's what we're seeing in Orange County. Homes are sitting longer. Good time for the buyers. See you at the next house. So I want to talk about that house very briefly. The finishes did seem pretty cheap. The kitchen was nice, but the shape was just so awkward. I do think the house is overpriced at $2 million. It's been on the market for almost 140 days, so that tells you something. I think realistically it's 1.8 maximum. You could rent out the guest house if you wanted to. It is just a 400 square foot, one bedroom / studio apartment. So perhaps good for a kid or teenager who doesn't want to live in the same house as you, but doesn't quite can afford their own place. That could be a good option. But I don't think it's situated well enough to rent out and earn money from. That's just my opinion, because you have to walk around the garage and next to the pool. It's just a little awkward. They don't really have their own space. But let's go take a look at what $2.8 million gets you. I'm excited for this one. So here we are. This house is actually on the market for $2.8 million. They recently did a price drop. Beautiful neighborhood, very quiet, beautiful homes, large front yard. Again, this lot size is just under 21,000 square feet, so not quite half an acre, but tons of usable yard space. This flooring is hardwood. Beautiful living room here. Little breakfast nook down to a little office area, den. This is a beautiful family room, dining room, kitchen, open floor plan, nice quartz countertops. This house is around 3,500 square feet, and you can see the difference between this one and the others that we looked at. Let's take a quick look outside. It is very windy today. Now, what I will say, Some people love the concrete, some people hate it. That could be one of the reasons this home has been on the market a little longer. They covered up all the grass. Maybe you could have a basketball court if you wanted to, pickleball courts. I know I've been playing a lot of pickleball recently. Let's go take a look at the rest of the home. All right, let's go down through this office and then we'll go upstairs. So this is almost like a 3-level house, but not quite. Here we have the laundry room, full bathroom, guest room. A complaint I have about this home, oof, I don't even know if I'd call this a guest room. This is really small. A complaint I have about this house is it's not consistent. So the kitchen is beautiful. Then you have down here this weird travertine tile. Doesn't match the rest of the home. Similar full bathroom. And then what is this in here? This is like fake tile to make it look like wood. This room is really, really small. Not very usable. So that's a point off. Let's go take a look upstairs, see what the bedrooms are like. I know they've listed that as a bedroom, but I don't know what you'd do with that. Alrighty. Then on the stairs, it's like vinyl. And then up here is vinyl. What's going on? There's like 6 different types of flooring in this house. Guest room, another smaller room. This is the primary. Again, this it just doesn't match the rest of the home. No one is going to use this tub. I'm sorry to tell you that. Shower's okay. This tub is tiny. I mean, maybe for someone else. I'm 6'3", I can't fit in that tub. Walk-in closet over there. Okay, this is a nicer room. Full bathroom here. And another guest room. Okay, I'm gonna have to break down what I think of this house in the car, because there's some pros and there are quite a few cons. Okay, I really wanted to love that house. It started off so well. The kitchen's beautiful, hardwood floor throughout the bottom floor. And then it gets a little weird when you go into that first bedroom, if you want to call it that, where the full bathroom is. The flooring starts to mismatch. And then upstairs, it feels like an afterthought almost. I think that's why this house has been on the market for so long, having price reductions. I think whoever would buy that would leave the bottom floor, maybe change the guest bedroom a little bit, but the top floor almost needs to be completely redone to match how beautiful the rest of the home is. It just doesn't really make sense. Backyard space, I would probably want to change that too. It's just concrete slabs, put some grass, put some trees. Or if you want to leave the concrete, you can put a pickleball court. You might piss off the rest of your neighbors, maybe a basketball court. Perhaps a pool. There's a lot of room for that as well. But that's my opinion. That's what I would talk to with a buyer if we were going to discuss writing an offer. Think about what you would want to change to the house. Once again, my name is Iain Phillips. I'm a local realtor here in Orange County. I hope you enjoyed exploring North Tustin, one of Orange County's more underrated cities, in my opinion. If you have any questions about the area or other cities in Orange County, reach out. I'd love to chat. And if you're looking to buy or sell, you can text me, call me, email me, see if I'd be a good fit for you. If you like the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.